Hey Scorpio, it's Empress Rose here. Welcome to your reading. These are general readings. Take what works, leave what doesn't. If I don't catch your wavelength or energy signature on this reading, go check your other major placements. And we're going to be doing oracle readings only over here on YouTube today. And then over on Vimeo, and the link should be in the description box, we'll be doing a more traditional tarot spread. So, but today I just really I've been missing working with my Oracle deck. So, there the heater turns off just in time. What was that about? Let's see. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. Well, they were very insistent. We have 5 cards here. Oh no. This is kind of funny. Okay, well oh my gosh. Okay, Scorpio, this is really funny. Okay, Imrama, where are you being called to journey to? So this might actually be a trip to someplace special to you, someplace sacred to you. This might just also be sort of an inner vision quest. It's more of a question, like really making sure. And basically, there's just nothing but questions here. That's why I'm chuckling. There's like, you're being asked to take a leap of faith, but it's just not going to tell you anything about where this is going to go. So where are you being called to journey to? Like maybe you do have something in mind. Maybe you know someplace that you want to go or something you want to do. You might be very clear about this trip. Well, it could really be a trip, journey. But I mean, yeah. Honestly, I see like a pilgrimage to someplace, an actual trip. Where do you want to go? And it's really important. It's really important to you. It's something to do with time. Is it ancient? It's a place that's special to you. So you might actually be going for a trip. Okay, so then we get leap. You go first and the universe will catch you. Well, we don't know where we're going. Like, where are you being called to journey to? And is that something that you actually have an answer to? Or is that a question you need to start asking yourself? Like, where do I want to go? Maybe with your career, maybe with a relationship. Where is it going? What do you want? Where do you want to go? I mean, I just saw very clearly a trip there. Like, it feels very concrete to me, that card today. And then we have leap. You go first and the universe will catch you. Okay, make a commitment. Do some... Just the rest of these cards, this is making this kind of funny. So you go first, the universe will catch you, okay? So and oftentimes I get this card and you're leaping and then we get like people are going to come up and help you. People are going to be, the help that you need is coming for you. So take the risk. You go first, the universe will catch you. So making some sort of leap or some sort of commitment to something or making some sort of commitment to do something. I think that's what I'm seeing with this Imrama and this leap is, fortune favors the bold. What did they say? Like, start knitting and the universe will provide the yarn. Like, deciding what you want to do and heading towards that direction with this absolute faith. Hold on a second. Okay, so making a commitment to something and like actually figuring out something that you want, where you want to go. And I see here a very concrete trip. Making a leap of faith, a commitment to do something, and trusting that the universe is going to, provide the rest of the story for you. I see you like wanting to go on a trip or just committing to going on a trip. You don't have to tell other people about it. That's not necessarily an important part of these commitments. I guess there's 2 different schools of thought on that. There's the, tell other people so that you can be accountable thing. Like, this is what I'm going to do. And then you'll be embarrassed if you don't do it or something like that. I think that works for me. That works more with like habits or something like that. I'm going to work on this every day and I'm going to tell, just check in with someone, to do that. But I don't, so there's that school of thought. And then there's the other school of thought about, I don't know how we got to talking about it, but which is like when you tell people what you're going to do, like a lot of the payoff of having done that thing is the reward. Some part of the reward is already given when you start telling people like, oh, I'm going to do this. And then it meets some sort of need of satisfaction. So then you don't actually end up doing the whole thing because you already sort of got the reward, or some reward that you were looking at, some sort of interpersonal reward of talking about it, telling people you were going to do something, and everyone's excited and happy. And then there we got the excitement, we got the adrenaline or the dopamine from that interaction already. So the pressure's off now to do that. So there's two schools of thought about talking to people about stuff, and I think it all depends on what you're trying to do with it, and if it's an accountability thing, I want to do this, but I keep not doing it, so I need people to hold me accountable and ask me about it, or if it's just wanting to get that thrill, that social feedback of how exciting for you. Without actually, and then it just takes the wind out of the sails, and you're like, okay, well, I'm already satisfied now that I got what I wanted out of that. So that's for some reason that's coming up here, like taking this leap. You go first, the universe will catch you. So we're talking about a commitment to do something, I think, very concrete in the real world, and there is a sense of I don't know. It just seemed important to talk about. So we do have you and your loved ones are safe, new moon in Cancer. So this is going into some sort of unknown. So we've committed to something and we don't quite know how it's all going to work out or what's going to happen. But this is saying that there's not a safety issue here. Like no one's in danger. There's no reason to be afraid of anything. So as far as what we're talking about here, everyone's going to be safe. Like this isn't a dangerous thing. Like if you're thinking about like going on a solo trip, and I love traveling by myself. So if you're thinking about going on a solo trip, just knowing that it's maybe not as dangerous as you're worried about, or as precarious as you're worried about. I mean, do your due diligence, of course, but this might not be as dangerous as you think it is. And then these ones were really cracking me up. So we've got like you making some sort of commitment, making some sort of leap of faith to go somewhere or do something. There is a sense, whatever safety fears you may have, there is a sense, at least with this thing, that there is safety here. Like this isn't the craziest idea you've ever had, or this isn't the most dangerous situation. There is a safety here, but then we get these two. Now, the answers you need are coming and nothing is yet set in stone. So maybe you don't even know where you want to go yet. Maybe we're talking about a journey, and we're talking about like a literal journey, and you're asking yourself, where do you want to go? So the answer will be coming. You'll find out, you'll figure it out where you want to go. Like maybe that's all about making a commitment to go travel more, which a lot of us haven't been able to do for a year and a half. So the answers you need are coming. So full moon in Gemini, things are going to be revealed. You're going to see something much more clearly. Something that you haven't been able to see, you'll be able to see. So the answers you need are coming. They are on their way. There is this does talk about communication. And there's something in words. Maybe someone's going to say something to you that helps you with this leap of faith, or there's going to be some kind of answer. Maybe you're asking the universe a question and it's going to give you an answer. Make sure you're being honest in your conversations. This can also be some sort of indiscretion where someone like let something loose that maybe they should have kept private. And it's going to give you information like there's an opening here. There's a clarity here. And with this leap too, I see that like there's this clarity coming in here. Your intuition is going to become clearer as you go on the journey. And things will become clearer as you head towards, or as you figure out what it is you want here and where you want to go with something. Things will become clearer as you do that, right? We can't steer a parked car. You can't, The bicycle has to be going. You have to be moving forward, and then you can make all these decisions. But as long as you're not even really on the bike because you're not balancing, right? So balance, there's a sense of balancing, there's a sense of movement and not being able to even stay on the bike unless it is moving forward. So that's what I'm seeing is some sort of trip, some sort of journey, moving forward with something, having faith that, you're going to be able to steer the bike when things come up and that you're safe. Like, you can do this, you can ride this bike, you can move forward like this. You can move through the world like this. But it's going to require motion and to get going towards the goal without really having it all planned out. That's what I'm seeing. It's like start heading towards the goal without having it all planned out, because it's fine to do that, is what we're getting. This is not a problem to do that. And things will become clearer as you go. And you'll be able to navigate better as you are moving forward, rather than if you're just standing there and the bike is just going to fall over if you're just standing still. So the answers you need are coming. So don't let not having all your I's dotted, T's crossed, having a full understanding of the situation, not letting that keep you still and keep you in stasis and keep you from taking this leap of faith. Like, more will be revealed as you go forward, right? Like, I forget which movie it is, but they step off the cliff in total faith, and there's actually like a bridge there. It's just camouflage. So we're getting a lot of that, of like taking the steps and then the way becoming clear as you take those steps. But then this one's kind of a joke. Well, it's not, but nothing is yet set in stone, mutable moon. So it looks like to me that you're moving, there's sort of a goal or place you want to go. You're going to start moving towards that. Even though the way isn't clear, and the way isn't clear to itself either. It's not like there's some way here, some path forward, and your job is you're going to be discovering it as it goes, but it was always there. This is like you're going to be moving towards something, and the movement's going to be changing the story as you go. So it's almost like a choose your own adventure. Where, you got to get reading. You got to get reading this book. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that, but they were a big deal when I was a kid. And I think they have them on like online now and ebooks like that. So you're going to get going. You're going to start reading this book. You want to read the book. You want to go on this adventure. Okay, so start going. And then as you go, you're going to be making decisions. And then as you're making those decisions, it's going to change the outcome. This is just basically life, honestly. But this is telling you, like, you have to get going. You have to have faith. I think it's taking a leap and the universe will catch you. But I think it's also having faith in yourself. This isn't a particularly dangerous journey. The dangers aren't, you and your loved ones are safe. So it's not a life-threatening journey. And the answers you need are coming, but yeah, nothing's set in stone. So this situation's still shifting, still merging, it's still emerging. It's not saying like we're not going to tell you. It's saying the energies are still pretty wild out here. So you just have to kind of get going on your journey, and we'll figure it out as we go. Okay. So shifting liminal space where things can still go either way, but it all depends on how people act, right? Because we're growing and we're learning. So how we interact with each situation depends on, are we open to learning from our situations, right? So situations, people, whatever, those people, we call them teachers, but they're not really doing the teaching. You're doing the learning from the situation. You can go through all of these situations and not learn anything and be 90 years old and be a jerk who didn't like learn anything while you were here. Or you can go through all those same experiences and learn from them all and grow from them all. But that's your choice. So the experience itself isn't a teacher. You're the learner, right? You can't learn anything if you're not learning anything. People can't teach you anything if you don't want to learn it. So people, situations, all of that. So depending on, sort of what lessons you've learned before, and not like they're lessons where you're going to get an A or an F or, it's going to go on your permanent record, not like that. And people say life will keep teaching you the same lessons over and over again until you get it. And that always felt like, you're going to sit here and you're going to do this until you get it. And that's not it. It's that whatever you need to learn, it just keeps coming up. And and don't worry about it. If you forget a lesson, if you forget, your self-worth or your value, if you forget that, you'll soon be in a situation that's going to provide you the opportunity, if you're open to it, to relearn it. So it's almost like a safety net. Like, if you ever forget that lesson, don't worry, you'll have another chance to relearn it. It'll come up again. Oh, okay. So then we have Sleeping Beauty's dream. So this is sort of subconscious issues being affected by a need for safety, which we already got a little bit here. You and your loved ones are safe. So maybe this need for safety, this need for certainty and security is keeping you from taking this leap of faith and really playing with the universe. And I think that's a little bit of what this is too, is this playfulness with the universe. Where are you at? The universe is going to meet you there. Where are you at? The universe is going to meet you there. And right, how you're bringing a lot of your own energy into this situation, whatever energy you're bringing into the situation is going to affect the whole thing. So it's not like this set in stone thing that you're going to come up against. Your own energy is really going to be meshing with some other things here. That's why nothing's yet set in stone. Well, who's coming along? Who's bringing what energy? That's all going to affect the situation. This isn't like a predestined situation. This is taking action, visioning and action on your part, and then other energies are going to be present. So this isn't like, I'm not getting a sense of this is like some sort of situation that is some sort of like predestined sort of stopping point on your destiny, rendezvous with destiny. This is like a trip, and it could go either way. There's energies and there's ways you can affect it, and other people can affect it. One thing that's affecting it is this sense of safety, is fears, need for security and safety that is having an effect. You're being reassured that you are safe, and I like seeing this, like it's your need for safety and security is definitely having an effect on your ability to take this leap of faith. Of course, right? It's not called a leap. It would be called a trudge if everything was like known and we just trudge through some sort of known landscape or highway here. It's all full of certainty. So, but that need for certainty is maybe affecting you pretty deeply, or need for safety and security is having an effect here. And this is trying to assure you that you are secure and safe. So that this is a safe leap. This isn't like the craziest leap anyone's ever done, okay? Then we have protectiveness, again, trying to protect something. These are dreams, and then there is a sense of waiting for something to be ripe and ready in reality, waiting for it, right? The egg cracks from the outside, we kill what's within. The egg cracks from the inside, we have a new life. So there's something that you are being very protective of. So this is like our third thing of protection. You are being protected, I feel like, is what it's saying. You have these security concerns, these safety concerns, but there is something protected here. There's a lot of like energy, a lot of different energies coming together in some sort of like co-creative way that's not predestined. And then you're being very protective, maybe a little bit overprotective, because you're being asked to take a leap here. And then we have the journey, which I find really funny, because where are you being called to journey to? Where are you being called to go? So normally I would see this as, this is a companionship. This is a companionship. This is referencing the moment when you know that something is for you, that something's going to be part of your life. There's a connection that forms here of kindred spirits. So there's another card later on in the deck where this is where they've been together for a long time. So this journey could take a long time. But what it is here is we have the word journey being used twice from two different decks here. And I guess, so I'm getting a different vibe than I usually do. It could be making a journey with a companion. Could be a longer journey. Could be a journey of companionship where you're actually safe and you don't need to be so protective. And there's, no one knows where this is going to go. No one knows where it's going to go. That's why it's called the leap of faith. But things will be revealed to you as you travel this path. All right, so we're going to go over to Vimeo now and do a more traditional tarot spread on this storyline here. So if that makes sense to you, let's do it. If not, I'll see you guys in a couple weeks.